Hello, my lovely spectators. Dee here. Welcome to my studio. Hopefully, my voice is going to be a little different. I have gotten um, a package of microphones. Everyone is doing it, so I got to be in with the cool kids now. I think I'm allowed enough Puerto Rican that when I'm at home, you're able to hear me regardless of which direction my face is going. But I am going to be doing an outing. I think I mentioned it in another video. To add as a little segment here and there, pop-up bonus videos called Crafters in the Wild. So I don't know. I'm going to a crop, which has been a minute. It's been like almost like I wouldn't say a full year, where I haven't hadn't time in a crop where like you're sitting around in a room with everybody else has got that same thing going on with the crafting and all of that goodness. So I decided that I wanted to maybe use some of these bags that I had left over. I received them from a friend of mine. She bought them. She wasn't too keen on the thickness. They felt a little thin. She was putting, I forgot what it was she was putting in here. They do not handle the heaviness that well. So she passed them on to me because I did a March craft fair, and I put my little label, my little sticker on here, and I was using them to give away purchases. I only had like 2 or 3 purchases, so therefore, ton of bags left over, all branded, etc., etc. And so, not for them not to go to waste, but also to actually do one of these for the first time. I'm going to do the whole bag in a journal, or journal in a bag. So I am going to do this many. But not with you guys, so don't freak out. I'm just gonna do one because I really don't know what I'm doing or how I'm gonna plan to decorate. I'm just gonna be pulling things from everywhere, because I want to be able to. So the person who runs the event from Corpus Delight, New York City, Merrill, mentioned that I could do content there. I mentioned that I would like to do something, cutesy like this. I didn't want people to feel like I was recording and they would be awkward. So I do want to put together a little journal, maybe some cards that I've done in the past, almost like a happy meal thank you for participating, because I had about 5 or 6 people that said, yeah, I'm down to be interviewed. So I want to do that. I don't want to do them all the same. They will probably be similar because I just got to see what the stuff I have. But so that they can, kind of like pick the one that they want. So yeah, so the event is from like 10 to like 10 to like 8 or something like that, 10 to 9 to 10. I don't even remember. But it's a good 10 hours at least. I'm not going to be doing 10 videos necessarily. I may do about 8. I'm not sure, depending on how long they're going to take. It's going to be 1 or 2 little. There's going to be an intro that's standard to all of them with the person introducing her events, because she is in New York City. She does them. The event is in Brooklyn. So like I said, it's my first time going, but I have friends who go on a regular. So I'm going to be happy to be able to see some of them. And like I said, I just thought it'd be cutesy because I'm out here showing you guys what to do and things to make. And I'm actually going to go and be around people who are making stuff like of their own free will and accord, and kind of see what people are into live and in person. So I'm just looking here quick, well, maybe not so quick, as to what I want to do with this. So each video will have Merle's introduction into the, her thing. She holds them monthly, and then I'll visit a few people who are crafting. So these guys are bags, of course, paper bags with the rattan handles. A lot of times when you make the journal in a bag, you leave these handles here. I'm on the fence about that. So let's first off look at the size. So right now I'm looking at the size being about 10 inches high, and then the width being 8 inches wide. You have this automatic kind of pocket situation here. Decoration on the front, decoration here. You could leave the gussets undecorated, which probably will do, and then a nice old decoration and maybe an additional pocket on the back. And then create a journal of some sort to go on the inside. So the journal that would go on the inside, when you open it, it would, slip in front of or behind the gusset that's already existing. I don't want to close the gusset down. I want to have that option to have a little more space. I just want this gusset, like this part. So if you put it in front, it's not going to be as deep because it will stop where this page is, paper is crossing it. So we're just going to need to cover, we need paper for this side, and the back. And then we need to figure out, we'll do some more decorations, make some additional pockets, things of that nature, zhuzh it up a little bit. And then the inside, I'm not going to do a full-on journal, but I could do something, like I just ate this yesterday. I could do something with this size box. Now I'm not going to do it as a box. I'm going to just say, I want to see, this is about 8 inches across by about 11. So 8.5 by 11 does not fit in here, obviously, right? So you know what? Let's just go back to taking a piece of paper, and folding that bad boy in half, and maybe doing a quick little tall kind of journal that we can stick in here, that it pokes out a little bit. We might be able to do like a little tall journal like that. And that way it's not going to take too much energy and effort to kind of figure out all the bits and pieces in terms of that. So yeah, so I could use something of that nature. I could also do a trifold with a 12 by 12 piece of paper. But let's get some papers to decorate one of these and see what the direction is going to take us. So I'm turning now to look at the stuff that I just recently bought and I put on a haul video and whatnot, and kind of saying like maybe I should use some of that to kind of do what we got to do here. I also have some of this, which is a really pretty, but it's double-sided. I really don't want to use double-sided paper if I'm going to glue it flat on here. So I think we need to go to a stash of papers that are single-sided. And where they be is another question I don't have the answer to right now. Woo. Okay, I have put some stuff. Oh, Charlie. I put some stuff on wheels. So thinking, oh wait, I just found something. Hold up. Craft-a-lanch. Okay. Hashtag not a real studio. I just found this stuck back there. I'm wondering, let's see, I don't want to smack. These are cool. How do they assemble? I have a bunch of green ones. Just a couple of blue ones. Let's see how many blue ones I have. Even though green is the kind of the color of my channel. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see. Maybe I could do something with these for the inside. Because, like, why not? Could I possibly just cut this piece out? And then, let's see, might be too short unless I put it in here where it's in that front area, so it would hit on this. And then I figured I'd take some papers, coffee dye papers, a few little bits and bobs and stuff like that, and put it in there as well. So I want to do that because I could cut it, fold them in half, and then I would have this there. You know what? No. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Like I actually smacked you. I'm just like, hopefully in the right place. You know what else I have? I have some other file folders. Where are they? I thought I had a stack of yellow ones. All right, I think I'm making it more difficult than this needs to be. Let me rewind and get back to what we were saying, which is to kind of find some paper that is single-sided that I would be comfortable in utilizing when it comes to this. So I'm just grabbing some stuff out. So what happens, you know, you did some organization and now you're acting like a fool, and the you is me. I'm trying to make something. So yeah, that's not no bueno. Okay, I also have this, which is cutesy and single-sided. I could do something with that. I don't know the vibe of the people that are going, so this is more like, what can we make? What might be an option? And let's just roll with it. Okay, so let's look at this for a minute. Maybe I could do two, because people love purple. So I could do something that's a little mystical, a little fun. So maybe I'll do like two with this, okay? And of course, I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you guys because you're not going to watch me make. Now, these I wanted for specific reasons. So this is for some other project, okay? Then we have, okay, we can play with this and this 12 by 12. Now, this guys are double-sided. Some of the backs I don't care for, so maybe I'll use some of this. I have another, no, this is the other half of it. Okay, I have these guys, which I've been utilizing for some other things. And then what do we have here? We have, yeah, this is one of these from Hobby Lobby, I want to say, that has it. So we could probably use some of those. And so let's take out pieces from our site, our line of sight, that we're not going to utilize. Okay, I'm digging around because I was looking. Here we go. Here are some more of these Hobby Lobby situations. So I think I'm gonna probably tap into this because we have the stickers, we have this. Not bad for $174. So I'm thinking this one's the same thing here. So you know what? Let's take out these guys for now. Let's just decorate. And we need to just, by decorating, we need to just be able to cover it and cut out and put them together. So let me grab my trimmer, which again is underneath something. So, hashtag my problems. I got problems. It's called not being organized in a way that you can actually function and do some crafting. So, and I got to get my craft on because we are doing the 100-day challenge. And as soon as I finish, I gotta edit and upload. I got some of this too. This is kind of cute. But this was for like a journal cover, but I only have a little bit of it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll incorporate something into there. You're not, oh, okay. My randomness told me to find my trimmer. Okay, so here we go. Oh, we can put some flowers. Let's get the measurements first to see what we need to get. So we need to have a pencil or a pen. Let's get a pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna need definitely 3 pieces to cover this. So we're gonna need this front piece, right? So this front piece is measuring 8 inches wide by by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3/4. So 4 and 3/4 tall. Okay, so just a little tab it in from there. So probably gonna do maybe 1/4 of an inch so we can still keep some of that brown and stuff. And then the outside, or rather this piece here, would measure the same thing, 8 going across. And then for this one, we would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say 7 is up to here. We don't need to go all the way into the tuck. So 7 inches this way. So 8 by a 7. So that's going to be that. And then the back, we need a full-on 8 inches across. So again, 8 going this way. And then the full-on is 10. So we need to be within that 10 going up and down. And I want to do 10 of these. I think I took 10 of these. I don't know. We're just going to cut some paper, guys. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 per. So let's just cut 2 per this size, meaning 8 by 10. We're going to cut a whole bunch of them first. Then I could always cut this down to get the inside. and then I can use the other piece as a pocket on the back. So we've got to, you know, strategize in that respect. So let's start with, excuse me, let's start with looking at these papers here, okay? We've got some ephemera pieces. And again, I don't necessarily will use all these things, so you know what? These may in fact be goodies we place inside. Because hey, why not? Let's see, how many can we get? I don't want to make them all the same. Like I said, maybe 2 of each. So if we have this paper, let's use this paper. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, I like the butterflies because I've been using a lot of butterflies. Okay, let's grab that one. Let's see, maybe we can use those 3 together. I'm not sure. We'll keep going here because I don't want everything, like the back is cute and it'll be full, right? So the inside pocket could be covered because it's going to have stuff on it, and then the front pocket could be a little nicer, if that makes sense. So yeah. All right, reset, girl, reset. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this paper, and there was a diagonal like harlequin, and this paper. This is gonna be one bag, okay? And I'll make bits and pieces out of that. So this is one bag. Okay, let's see from here. We've got this, and we've got a couple of more solid-y kind of things, which I think need to go together. So I like these 2 together, right here, these and this one. So I think I'm going to put that for another bag. And let's see here. This seems kind of bleh. All right, so let's say this one and this one. Let's put that. Do we have a striped pink? I think we do. So let's put that with that, and this with this. We're going to alternate. And then for the accent front, what do we have? We've got this. That's a nice one. And we've also got this. So I think I'll take these for accoutrement pieces. So we've got 1, 2. So let's see. Do I do, I think, this one and then this one? I think this looks too similar. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this bad boy over here with that because I didn't get one for that. Let's go back and look again. Probably this one is going to be the go-to, the butterfly one that I completely forgot about. So we're going to have these 2, a stripe and a plaid, and then I think this one with that and this one with that. Perfect. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags situated from there. Okay, so what we're going to say, we're going to be cutting everything 8 wide and then 10, and then we'll go from there. And then if we have to, we will still have enough of leftover. So do I want my vertical? I think I want okay, I'm going to put it this way. So I'm going to cut this one down to 8. Okay. Does this bad boy have an arm? Yes, it does. I just got this. You know how we are. We have a 15,000 trimmers. That's just the life of a crafter. Okay, so we're going to cut. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause because you don't need to see me trimming all this paper. We took enough time fussing around. So let's get the paper down so we can see how it lays out. So I'm going to put you on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut a bunch of papers and I'm gonna kind of set these guys up with putting the paper together that would make one bag. I went through all the packets, so I have a number of them. So I put these 3 together here. so that I can have, they came from the theme one. We have this, we have this. So I feel like I can put this one on the inside, right? And we'll cut that down. I think I want to put this one on the front and this guy on the back. So I'm going to put the back one behind here. So that's going to be one bag. Then I had another set. So I did another combination. Again, we have, well, I did three actually. There's three here. So we have another one of these black ones. These black guys here. And I don't want to use the same exact combo. So let me just double check. We've got the map, the blue map, and then the streets. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do another one where I think I want to put the blue map on the inside. I want to put the physical world map on the outside. And then maybe put this as the pocket. Just because that's two. With this one, we have the world maps. Okay. I think I'm going to put that on the front here. We have these words that say explore, discover, travel. I think that would be cutesy in there. And then on the back, I think I'm going to put, unless I did that already. Let me make sure. I know, it's like, come on. Stop being so crazy, repetitious. Doesn't matter, really. Yeah, it does have one of those already in the back. So, you know what? We're just going to roll with it because that's what I felt like it. So then we're going to have that one in the back. So we're going to cut this one down and cut this one down before we adhere it. But this is the setup for the bag. Okay. Then I had the other one, which had some gold foiling in there. So it really didn't feel like it worked well. So I'm going to put this one on the inside here. I'm going to put these guys on the front. And then this in the back, I was thinking. Or I could put this in the back. I'm going to cover a lot of it. And then I'll have this nice little floral. I think I want to do that combination. Yeah. So this is the pocket. That's the inside. And this is the back. All right. So just showing you all my papers. This is from that Celestial one. So I picked these three together. So I'm going to put the kitty cat on the front. And then I think I'm going to put this Celestial thing on the back. And have the pop of color on the front in here. Right? So that this design is going to have a pocket on it as well. So is this one. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it this way. So it's dark on the back only. I'm on the fence. But right now, I'm going to leave that. This is the pocket. That's the inside. And then this is the back. It will be covered by other things. And then I have all the strips that I cut off from the 12 by 12 papers off to the side. So we're going to have these down. So now this one, I wanted this to be in here. I thought it would be cutesy because it will be lower. So like the moon is poking out. And then I probably put the moon phases on the front. And then this weird abstracty little paper of all these little things that are witchy on the back. So that's going to be another one. Okay. So each one is going to go through this process. I'm showing you all the papers we're using, but I'm going to hopefully get through this a little quicker. I'm so sorry. So we have these. So I think I'm going to put this guy in here. I want to put this on the front, and I'm going to put this on the back. And then we'll be able to accent some more on the front with other offcuts. Okay, here we go. This is the other trio. Let me make sure that I have all of them. So for me, the stripe is going to go on the inside here. On the back, I'm between these two. I kind of like this idea of being the back. I know that I'm going to put a huge pocket there, so I don't know. I'm probably actually going to put half of this on the other side. And then this goes like this. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the front, right? Yeah, that's going to be the front, and this is going to be in the back. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, did I actually cut enough papers? Get out. All right, we have a few more, and we have a few more here. I might have cut too many. Hey. All right, so this guy with the butterflies. I think, again, the stripe one is going to go in the center. I just feel like that's like where a stripe one should be. And then it's between which one goes in the front and which one goes in the back. I really like this one for the back. So it's going to be here. And then we'll take a piece of these butterflies for the front. Perfect. I I hope you're liking my selections. All right, we have another one with the florals. So with me, this one, I wanted this one to be the back. But now I'm thinking maybe I might like it there, but I'm not sure. No, actually this was going to be in the inside. Okay, and then I think this was going to go in the front, and this is going to go in the back. Right, so the succulents telling me that this way is the way that it goes. And then the back is this guy here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that first plan. So I have one. Oh, check it out, people! I swear I didn't count. I just kept cutting. And I was like, I'm either gonna be short, or I'm gonna have to go get another bag. But I guess not. All right, so I have these two stripes, which I'm not too mad at. I think I'm gonna put the black one in the back here. All right, and then do I want to put this one here and then put the Harlequin on the front, or I could put the Harlequin on the inside here and then put the white down here. That looks too new. No, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it that way. All right, guys, so everything is kind of settled up, so let me just get a section. I think let's just work with these guys. They're pretty. Let's put it together. So what I'm gonna need to do, I don't know if I want to ink or not. They don't seem extremely white on the edges, but we definitely want to go ahead and start getting this process down. So there are some words here, so I definitely want to put that over here. So what I do was I cut it at 7 and 7/8, and then at 9 and 7/8. So there's a slight tiny little border that goes around the entirety of this. So we're gonna glue this bad boy down in the back. So let's grab some glue. I probably should use like a glue stick. This is the glue stick from Basic. So I think I'm gonna use glue stick on the entirety of the center of it, and then add to the edges. I'll add some how do you call it? Some better glue. No, the glitter glue or something like that to make sure those edges are really, really secured down. So we're just putting a ton of glue. I do see the appeal of having glue that has color. This one does not. That's okay. So we just lift it up and see if we are completely. Now, the people who I'm going to the crop with that I don't know, because it's a large space. I'm not even sure how many spaces or how many people. I know 4, and I know that I don't know everybody that's going. Is kind of, what do you call it? I sent them the information. I asked if they wanted to, not help a girl out. It's just like have some fun, right? If they were willing to talk about their crafting habits or what they were doing or showing off work that they're working on right now, just some basic questions, kind of like with the small creators challenge or tag that I had tried to get the ball rolling. I had 11 people or so joining that, and that was cool. All right, so let's make sure the words are the right words, the right way. And now we're going to glue this guy down. So I'm going to put one corner where I know I want it. I don't know if you can see where I'm at in the corner over here, unfortunately. And then I'm going to try to get this all nice and flat and really. So any shifting, hopefully not too much shifting. Now I am going to, there's a little bit of shifting here. No! Can I get you up still? I don't know, that's probably not the best idea, but we're gonna try. And let's hope this guy does not fall apart. Okay. Yeah. This glue I'm not liking already. It wasn't even down that long, and it's already like it didn't even catch. So I'm gonna go back in and add. Maybe I'm never putting enough initially. I don't know. But okay, let's see here. We want the adhesive. And here's the other thing. I'm over here fussing, but you know what? The bags are supposed to be like you would think square, but they're not perfect. So I need to get over myself in a little bit of that respect because it's not me. It's not me the cutting. I mean, it could be, but I doubt it. The bags are not irregular. They're not all perfectly the same 8x10 necessarily, even though they are factory made. Their machines do slip, they pull, whatever. So I'm seeing that I have this little sliver here that I kind of feel like I need to get rid of a piece of it. So we're going to try to see if we don't muck this up. And we're going to take the tiniest little sliver and try to angle it that way to create that little bit of a edge. And again, I'm not planning to ink, but inking covers a multitude of situations. So, you know, this is not the best. Okay, I do like this paper though as a full-on sheet. It is kind of nice. So I am kind of off here. I could easily put another accent piece, which probably might be my go-to. We have all the scraps on this side of everything that was offcuts. So we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's just let this dry and let's turn this over. So what we're going to do is I want to put this guy in here. So I'm just going to tuck it down there. Right? And then I'm going to kind of just figure out where I'm going to fold it. I'm going to just fold it. I'm going to fold it. And we're going to get that cut. Now, I could be super professional and look for scissors, but since I'm going to tuck this bad boy in there, I'm just going to be a brat. And I'm going to take this little edging off and deal with that later. Okay, so we're going to stick this in there. Okay, so we're going to put some, learning from the other side, I'm going to put some here. Okay, turn this around so I could maneuver what I'm doing. And then I'm going to want to stick this in there. So from the top, I hope you can see me. From the top over here, I'm trying to get a better look at this measurement wise, right? And then I'm going to push it into that corner, into that crease rather there. So this looks a lot better. I'm not worried about what it looks like in here because we're going to close that off. So part of it is already adhered. So I'm going to go in here with my art glitter glue, get these edges nice and secure. I think it's about up to here. We will put some up here as well. Okay, and then for argument's sake, we're just gonna add a bunch of glue stick. So we're gonna do that. We're going to do that. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Anything's picking up. I'm looking. If I do see it, for now, I'm going to. Oh my goodness! Come on. I'm going to do this. So it's like I'm making another kind of Happy Mail situation. So my 500 subscribers Happy Mail giveaway. They're turning into boxes, people. Has gotten a bit of all over the place, but I'm okay with that. I mean, you know what? I want to share. I'm like, oh, I can send this into this. Oh, I can send this into that. So I'm kind of like all over the place. So now with this one, I'm going to actually mark it and use a trimmer because we will see the whole entire edge. So I could measure it. Again, it's a possibility that I will be off because of the measurements not being perfect because the bags are not perfect. Okay, so I'm looking for my marks to place them in my trimmer. Okay, and I don't know. There we go. So I wanted this bottom piece. I feel like is that the bottom? Did I go for? Oh, that's right. I'm like looking for the directionality of the florals. So now I'm gonna put this bad boy here. That looks so pretty. I think that looks so pretty. So we're gonna put some glue here. I'm gonna get this guy where I think he's gonna be straight and perfect and make a nice little border. And then I'm gonna secure, oopsie. I'm gonna secure this one edge here. Anyway, And then I'm going to lift this up, that's nicely secured. I'm going to add adhesive for my glue stick all over here. It's making a mess. Okay, and then I'm going to add over here, I'm going to add glue for my edges with my art glitter glue, and up here, making sure, hopefully I really am not looking at where I'm at, guys. I hope I'm in visage or whatever the hell the word is for you guys to see. All right, so now we have our bases. We've got our nice little bag covered. The gussets, I'm not going to do anything, like I said. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more to it by taking the offcuts. So I'm going to look for those offcuts of this one. Where you be? Here we go. We got, I think it's this one, and this one, and then this one. So we had that left over. Excuse me. Plus, we have the other piece that we had, gotten from before. So I want to add something here. So I could, just because we have the option, we can actually just add this guy, right, as another little pocket, add a detail. We're bringing some of the color from the back to the front. So I think we're going to put this as a pocket. It is sideways. It doesn't really matter. It's not the cheapest of, it is kind of, because it's the Hobby Lobby brand. Paper Studio can be sometimes a little bit on the thin side. So I can just put glue like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about trying to, because I could have, I could reinforce it by just a little tiny. Let's just do it. Stop your yapping and do it. We're just gonna reinforce the edge a little bit, and we're not gonna worry too much. I could have gotten a scoreboard out, but that's okay. I think we're gonna be able to get it pretty good. Okay. All right. I'm going to put that here on there. So I'm going to hold it up. Does it look crooked? Not especially. So I'm good with that. We are going to put a little bit of glue on the inside to hold it down. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Line this up a little better, and then hopefully get that going. Okay, so it's a little off. Again, not tremendously, but how much am I off? It's not a significant, but it's all right. It's okay. All right, so now we're gonna put our adhesive on this edge. I'm gonna put our adhesive on this edge because we're making that pocket. And we're gonna put this. So yeah, so I also want to make some cards, especially if I'm gonna start putting the stuff on Etsy, which is another thing that I'm trying to get myself together in May to do. So I need to design some cards, but I did find a bunch of stickers at the Dollar Tree that were green hearts. So cute. I grabbed them all. It's like, hello, thank you. I love to use, green and stuff like that. So we've got a nice little pocket there. Now we can also put a pocket in the front over here, right? Or we can just leave it as of right now. I might want to put some lace or something up here. And then whatever, yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. Let's put a pocket on the back. So we can bring in this, or we can bring in some of this, right? It is on a slant, sideways. I kind of feel like I want to bring this in to the back, and then also a piece of this to accent it. So we're going to cut another piece of this. We're going to cut this down to the length of the measurement of the width, which is 7 7/8. Okay, and we will do that. So we're going to go to 7 7/8. Okay. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do the same type of thing around all of the different paper combinations that I purchased to put here. And again, let's do a little tiny reinforcement. Again, not sure how well that's going to come off. Okay, but it's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna glue that here. And then I need to make a journal. So we said that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half would probably work pretty well. It will stick out. I don't know what your idea is, if it should stick out or not. I think that might be cutesy. I'm not sure. Why am I using that word cutesy? I'm going to put that there. Okay. I'm digging that. So we're going to put the glue down the edges here. Okay. So if everything is looking like, oh wow, that's really looking nice, it's so coordinated, guess what? Yes, you know, you have such a great eye. I don't know about that. People tell me that, but listen, I made sure they were from the same paper pad. So they're meant to. Somebody did the work for me. I just picked out which 3 I was going to use. So, you know what it is and where I'm putting them. That's all I did. Nothing too special. Okay, so we have a nice, good pocket there. We have a bunch more things. And to bring in the other one, we're going to put this little, should we do it like another little tuck? Sure, why not? Or do we want to put it? No, that's too busy. I want to put it here, but I do want to leave some of this green showing. So I'm going to have a little bit of a shortened kind of situation here. So again, we're going to fold because this paper is on the thinner side. And we're going to, so now I never made any of these for my my fair when I did it in November, and I didn't have a lot of luck. I don't think I advertised enough. I'm very difficult at that because, you know, as creators, we sometimes put, how do you call it? Don't think of our work as highly as other people see it, and we see it as like, oh my god, what did I do? And everyone's like, oh my god, that's fabulous, and all they appreciate that. You know, it's kind of difficult sometimes to get things going. So anyway, that said, this is a nice little kind of alternative junk journal, mini junk bag, journal in a bag situation with some ephemera bits and bobs. So definitely we'll be adding, like I said, pieces. I'll be able to make tags from those there, at least one of each style of paper possibly, and then go from there. So I just want a little tiny bit showing of the green on the bottom. It's just as a little decorative element. Doesn't have to be a super thick tuck. Remember, this is the back of the bag, so it's not folding or anything like that. The front of the bag is technically folding, so now we have to address that as well. So we've got a pocket here, we've got the pocket here, we've got this, which is going to be covered by some stuff or something. I don't know yet. Oh, you know what? A doily might be pretty. Anyway, over here we are going to put something else in front. I might want to put some lace of some sort. I would have to dig it up. Put some florals here and there, but we do want to seal this guy up right now because we're not using this in that traditional way. So I'm going to put my adhesive over here. Now, because it's a thicker thing, I want to have as much pocket, but come on, we got a lot of pockets in here. I want a good amount, a nice width of it so that it really will adhere well, and I won't have to worry about it disconnecting and falling open, so to say. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. All right. Okay. So now this is where we talk about, or got to figure out the journal, right? So we've got our lovely bag. Our bag will open in this way. We do have the gusset on the front of the gusset. You can tell it stops where this is bent. And then we have the full back over here. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this. So we have these pieces. So definitely I'm probably going to do a tag, journal card, another tag of some sort. So these things will become part of the ephemera of it all. I really don't have a spot to use these on the front or the back. I think that each side has a representation of the color, which I'm liking. So this is going to have to go into some other part of it. So my thing is I need to do a journal. So we were saying that possibly 8.5 by 11 might be the way to go. So where's my piece of paper that I was using? Here we go. So we could do a full on. If I go to the back, it will fit like that, right? If I go in front of the gusset, then it's going to stop about there. Now, a tall, narrow thing, people might not necessarily go with that, but if I take it and I do it this way, possibly, all right, let's see how that fares. If I put it in the back, it's gonna disappear completely, right? That's okay. If I put it in the front, let's see, does it have a stopping point and then I can see it? No, it's there. Yes. Okay, so I can do the 8.5 by 11, fold it in half, make the journal in that respect. And then the back, I can, you know, send some book pages, music pages, the things that junk journalers are used to having. So let's make our little our junk journal that's going to go on the inside. I'll put you on pause. But how long have we been doing this for? Okay, we've been doing this for, I think it says 45 minutes. So hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found some paper that is 110 pounds from Michael's. Now it's pink and it feels like it might be, but there's some lightness in here. I kind of want to bring that to the table. The only thing is that these are from those variated or gradiated packages. So I think there's 2 colors here. There's 2 colors there. So do I want to have the brighter pink? Is this the same? See what I'm saying? I can't tell. Like these look the same, but not really. Anyways, where's my little, you know, listen. You see this thing here? I don't know if you can see it, but I got this from Timo. It reminded me of my mom sewing. Like this was not hers, but I remember making one in like elementary school, like first grade, kindergarten. It's a pin cushion. Homegirl got it for the pin for the guy, but like, does she use it? No. So it's like, hello, what's your problem? All right, I'm gonna make a simple journal in that. I'm just gonna make it as a folded journal. In that, I'm not gonna have a spine or anything like that. So I'm just getting my paper trimmer. And so I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna use the brighter one, the one that looks to me like it's brighter. So we're gonna need to do that at 5.5. So I'm looking for the tool. So 5.5 is right here. So we're going to come down and then go back up, and then I come down one more time. All right, and that's just a me thing. Then I'm going to fold this over, and we're going to have our nice little folio thing. Now I can put a number of, oopsie, put this back. Put it back, Jeannie, put it back. I can put a number of things in here. I'm thinking I'm going to put 10 sheets of something. I'm not going to do that right now with you guys because you don't need to see me put paper inside of paper. Well, that makes no sense because you're watching me glue paper to paper. So yeah, stop talking on. We're going to use parts of this on here. So what I want to do is look at what I have available right now, just, you know, and what would be pretty to put. So I do like this. I can put this piece here, and I could even do it like if I do it here, which I don't know. This opens here. I kind of feel like I want it here. It lends me the space to like add some decoration here. I could still put it as a pocket there, which I think I'm gonna do. And then on top of that, I think I'm going to actually just flip it over. Okay, so we've already marked where that is. So let's flip that over. See, I'm easy going. I'll just go with it, right? So we're going to do that. So we're going to have this here as the front of our cover of our journal, our mini little paper journal kind of thing here. So, and then I will either pamphlet stitch or I don't know, something in here. I may leave this over there like this. We can add a pocket here, so we can do that as well now because we're making the cover. All right, so what I could do is maybe with this, I can make a little shallow pocket, or maybe I just do it a little bit deeper. Well, because then I want to fold it. So, hello. Yeah. I could also put this back here just to create a belly band, because why not? So we can have a pocket and we can have a belly band, and that'll be cool. This will be our front of our journal, which we're going to put together in a minute. And on the back, we can add another piece of this. We could. I'm not mad at that. I think that would look cute as just whatever. And then I can do this sideways, right? Like this, and make an additional pocket on the back. Yes. And then I'm running out of stuff to make ephemera with. I could do something with this, but I'm not sure what just yet. I would have this and this left over. So let's start with the front. Again, no, let's start with the back. Let's just commit to that. Okay. So we're going to take our adhesive, and again, at the top, I'm going to make sure I get nice to the corners and to that top. Just a little bit all over. I like to go down some of the distance. I learned from my mistake before when I wasn't paying attention. Okay, is this the up? Is that the up? No, I think this is, I think, I don't know. I'm going to know. We shall be putting it like this. Okay. So we're just going to look at the edge. The adhesion is not happening quite yet until I make sure that I feel good with with this around, and then we're going to smush that down. Now, smush down. Now I'll lift it up, and I'll add the glue that I need all the way down. All right. So this is our glitter glue. It's just in another bottle, so I have a million glues on my side over here. I like to try them all and see. I don't know if I've really noticed any kind of difference. So here we go. This is down. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the back. Love it. That's going to be the front. Okay, so the back, we said we were going to add this little pocket. So I need to cut this down to I need to cut it down to 7 7/8, 7 7/8, 7 7/8. Here we go. All right. Okay. And now we're going to put. Homegirl does not know how to do things. See what I did there, peoples? Did you see what I did there? I'm taking in the other measurements because that was so droned into my head. I snafu'd it, and I did not do it for this. Life is so funny. Okay, I don't need this because I have the mark. I'm looking so awkward. My glasses are horrible. All right. So where's my mark? Where's my markers? Over here. I see my mark. Hopefully that's gonna be precisioned. All right. Cross our fingers, people. Cross our fingers. So this is gonna be here. Why? Why, people? Why? ¿Por qué me das? No bueno. I guess we are taking this piece and putting it there. Hashtag so disappointed. Not kidding, bro. Not kidding. This is not my thing. All right, now let's try not to mess this one up this time. Okay, so Probably, I'm not the best. So let's see. I want to be on the actual dot. So let's get that in the creek. The trimmer. Please, por favor, be good. We are good. We are good. Okay. All right. So that happened. Roll with the punches. Keep it moving until the scraps cannot be salvaged, and they're just scraps. Since the pieces cannot be salvaged, somebody on Facebook the other day, yesterday or the day before, was like, she made a bunch of really pretty word strip things using scraps, and she says, what do you do when you're using your scraps and they make more scraps? I was like, girl, I know what you're feeling. I know what it's all about trying to use the scraps. I try not to have scraps. If you've ever noticed, like, I'm trying to maximize the usage of my papers, because you see right here what I'm doing, right? So I was like, yeah, unless it's a certain size, like a 2x2 that you got after the fact, is bye-bye, is in the basura, is going on. So then I started laughing to myself. I said, because we are not going to be a scrap grandma. These scraps are not allowed to have baby scraps. And I was just laughing at myself all night. I thought I was so clever, but I was clever to myself because I wasn't talking to anybody. All right. So it's still pretty. It's still pretty. We can still take the pieces that we messed up on, and we can still add a couple of pieces of some kind of ephemera. So we'll make those into something, and then over here we're gonna go ahead and glue this bad boy in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to this little fuzzies. I don't know why. I didn't even cut the paper, man. We're gonna push it back slightly because it is going to be like a pocket. I don't want to make a circle to indicate that it's a pocket, but I want to be able to put something maybe in here that sticks out a little bit so you can tell that it's a pocket, right? Maybe with a tab as well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to glue up here in the crease that we have made. Okay. And so that's going to come down. Like, I haven't decided yet what's going to happen with this side. I want to kind of leave it like it can be flipped up. So, you could have some privateness back there. And on this side, see, these are the ephemera pieces. So on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to glue across the bottom right here. Ooh, missed you. Sorry. Across the bottom right here. And then we're going to glue all up this side because that's going to make our pocket stoppage, our package. Somebody needs to start writing my definitions from my dictionary of DD. And she can't speak English, or she teaches math. The dictionary of DD, I teach math. Okay, so is it perfect? It's, it's not perfect. I hate when the glue escaped me. So we've got this and we've got this. So here's our front. We open it up. We have this flap for I don't know what. And we said we were going to put a pocket in there, right? So let's see here. What do we have going on? We don't really have something big enough to make anything there, right? Oh, we have this. How big is this? No. Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna put a pocket in here, so I guess you are becoming a pocket. So we're gonna just fold over a little bit for that strength, not for gusset. If you want to make it a fatter pocket, you do a gusset, but this is just because things going in and out. And I'm not inking. I really just feel like this paper, not that the inking and strength have anything to do with them. Hello, stop talking caca. So yeah. So here we go. We're going to do that first and get that nicely glued down, and then we're going to do our package. Our package. Okay. Okay. Now I have just been leaving the white of it, the pink of it all, so there's nothing there except for the different pieces of paper that I've added to this guy. We could make a little something collagey over here to kind of add like a topper almost feeling, which I'm not mad at doing. I think I could with some, decorative edge situation here, but maybe it's not even needed for that. So let's just keep going. How much longer? Oh no, let me do this. That's it, and then I gotta let you go. No, I'm trying to stay within the hour, guys. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on, but wanting for us to have our time be good. So, and also for you guys to feel like you can, go when you have to. This is no, this is no, this is what I'm keeping, and this is what I'm keeping. So really out of those 3 sheets of 12 by 12, I'm only going to have this kind of as scraps, but I'm sure that I can use it someplace else. So what I was talking about decorative, looking for my little punchy punches. So I have this one that has these edges. So I kind of like to use these sometimes. So let's see. I think I'm going to use the stamp one for the green. That's the longer one. Okay. I wanted to add a little more zhuzhing to this. I could maybe take a marker, maybe metallic, draw the line to make the stampage, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to put that on top here. So we're going to see that there. We don't see it too much over here, but that's okay. Then for this one, let's see. So I want to do a smaller piece maybe and stagger it in a different way. And I kind of, can I do this? I don't know. So I like that better than this. I think I like this. But the way that this disappears is kind of whatever to me. So I don't know. But let's put a decorative edge. I'm not going to do the same one. My other go-to I like is this little nippy one. For lack of a word. For lack of a word. Putting that there like that. Okay. So we'll see. Let's see the words. There are words. Are they English? I don't know. Okay. So this here, and then this here like that as another little accent. And again, I know that I'm losing this part. Is that going to be too much of a big deal? Like, do I need to add in something else here? I don't really have another piece of the other a piece of the other pie. No, I'm not hungry. I'm just full of cliches. So let's see here. Yeah, we may go into 115, guys. Here we go. I have some of these guys to add. So they had centers and the whole nine, and I just popped those centers out and was calling it a day. And then maybe this to bring those. Yep, there you go. Look to your right, look to your left. You're bound to have some stuff. Anyway, we are past 1 hour. Sorry. So let's get these bad boys down. So let's put this one down first. Where's my tape? Where's my adhesive? Here we go. See, instead of doing that, put it in the pen cushion, then you know where it's at. So all that. I also bought this other thing that seamstress uses, that it's like a wristband thing, so when you're collecting up needles. I don't sew stitch, and when I got it, I was like, you know what, this is kind of cumbersome. But you could, if you had, depending upon your desk, someplace to attach it to, and you can kind of use it. in that respect. I'm just free-handing this, putting it there. My more important thing is that this edge to me looks straight, as we see this more as a visual. Okay. Then I'm going to put this guy here. Now, that's a little darker. I think I'm going to go with the darker up there. There's a little lightness out here, which is cool. So I'm going to start with putting, and I'm going to do that similar thing. I don't need it to be glued all the way down just yet. I need to get my measurement in place. I don't want to lose my piece there. I want to see my thing there. And I'm going to do this. Okay. Now we're going to take these bad boys. They do not have a stone in them right now, but we're going to use some Fabri-Tac, I guess, right? Because it's fabricy. And where be she? Where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, come on. Here she goes. Here she goes. I think when she does that. Okay. So literally another bottle with one of these green ones with enough of a hole that she can feel like she's coming out. All right, so let's see. How do we want to put this? How do we want to cluster this? Like this, and like that? Or do we do, I don't know. I don't want to put just one floral and stuff. So, but I want that pink to show. Okay, let's see if we do this like this. How that looks. Something like that. Okay. We're going to wing. We're not wing. We're winging it. We are going to wing the thing because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to put this one here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put this one over here. I'll bring this down a little bit. And then we're going to, hold it down so it could actually flow. We're going to put this over here. Okay. Let's see, let's put this one there. Okay, no, I think I need it to be a little more in. There, maybe? I don't know. No, it looks too similar. That's my problem. That looks similar too. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to call it George. We're going to do it. We're going to commit. We have committed. We've committed, people. Okay. Okay. Now, I do know that there's some uppage over here because I didn't put glue all the way. So I'm going to go in here and kind of get that down. Oh my goodness, guys, and I have how many of these to make? Ooh, I'm gonna be a busy lady this weekend. Yes. Okay. So we got that. Let's put this here. Put it back, and I can get it in the hole. As I'm thinking, what else am I thinking? Oh, it needs the little things. So I did cut them all off. And so all I need to do is just grab one and another one and two and pop those bad boys in. Now when I did cut them off, I used like a wire trimmer thingy. So I'm going to try to get a little closer because it's just, you know, that's too much. And we're going to put a glob again. A glob right there and place that bad boy right there. Okay, and then we're going to take another one, get rid of this extra. Okay, we'll find that the next time we sweep. All right, and then we're going to put this right there. Okay, I feel like it needs another one. I don't think I can put it there. I don't think I can justify the overage there on there because, you know, threes. I kind of feel like it. You know what? I'm sticking one in there. Where should he? So yeah. So this is gonna be like my thank you to the people who do the crafters in the wild. So hopefully this 1 hour video has not intimidated you to never come back. And if you're new, that you will subscribe. They are generally an hour, but I think I bring a good amount of things to the table, if I could say so myself. And I think I could, bring it in a way that's approachable to people. So that said, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Share the video. Let people know that I'm out there and I exist in the world and whatnot. And yeah, you should be. I'm still in the 100-day project, so there'll be a video tomorrow, and whatnot. So that's definitely something to watch out for. I'm not 100% happy about this little one sticking out here, but she there now, so that's gonna be whatever. I may need to put something else on top because it looks a little weird. But again, we will fix the fix. So again, this is all I have left out of that thing, the 12 by 12 3-piece sheets of 12 by 12. So we have a pocket here, we have a pocket here to put something. It's kind of shallow, stops right there. We also have a pocket here in the back. We have a pocket here. And then within here, my intention is that this guy goes in front of the gussets so that it can be seen. And then in the back of the gussets, right down there, I'm going to put some extra coffee dye paper or pieces of music paper or anything that I can. So we are going to add a bunch of other goodies to the mix over here. Where did my things go? So I'm going to just place these guys in here for holding because they belong with this one. They can be accents to clusters. So when I finalize the decoration, I hope you've enjoyed me walking through making one of these journal in a bag. Again, the journal is going to have 10 pages, maybe folded, depending upon the type of papers. Could be 5. I feel like that's a little bit mess. It's not really. Ooh, I hit the thing. I wonder how that's gonna sound. I'm so sorry if it blew out your ears. Anyway, let me stop yapping because I know you got other people to check out. All the people's out on YouTube. I was gonna say Facebook land because I'm all over the place, girls and guys. Sorry. So next time, like, comment, subscribe. What do you think of the project? What would you add? What do you think about this as being a nice little thank you gift or a happy mail gift? Or something what would you like to see inside here? I need some suggestions. Anyway, until next time, ciao, ciao. Bye.